Okay, loading in shortly.
Perfect. All right, welcome YouTube. Another episode of Zath's Replay Theater, number 13. Very lucky, very lucky. And part of the reason why I'm so excited is because we actually have the player with us right now. We're watching Puddin 597's replay in the Montana. So go ahead and say hello.
Hello, everybody. This is my go-to and favorite ship.
There we go. Okay, so the battle just loaded. We're at 1958.
I'm still.
It's fine. YouTube, just bear with us for a sec. We're trying to synchronize our game. He's watching the replay on his end at the same time I'm watching it live on our end.
Well, I'm at 1942 because I hit enter.
Okay. So we're a little bit behind right now, but that shouldn't be too bad. If you want to hit the end key for 5 seconds and then he'll hit home again, we should be good. I'm at 42, 41.
I just started.
Okay. I'm at 1936. So wait, where are you at now?
I had 1930 paused.
Okay. Are you still paused?
Yes, just tell me when to hit go.
Hit go. And
Okay.
then tell me when you get to 1922.
Go.
All right, I think we're synced up now. 1919, 1918, 1917. Awesome. So this is the Montana. It's a tier 10 American battleship with 16 inches of hurt times 12 barrels in 4 triple turrets.
It's American piercing shells.
American piercing shells. There we go. So Puddin is a member of BIA World of Warships, which is a YouTube channel. Am I correct in how I explain that?
Yeah, correct. It's run by myself, Sneaky Snake, and Elastic Spider.
Awesome. So thanks for joining. Puddin is beyond that. More importantly, somebody who's about to spank a Moskva. Oh boy, here it comes. No, he's turning away.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
luckily I accounted for that.
yeah. Anyway, so I play with Puddin just about every day, and he's, to be honest, one of those really fun players that you just enjoy having in Discord, TeamSpeak, whatever. Because he says crazy things, does crazy things, and he's a really good support for the team, and I think that's most important. So. Puddin, why don't you tell us a little bit about this ship and why you love it so much?
Well, actually, it's my first tier 10.
Oh, really?
I had this ship prior to all of the buffs. I like when everybody was grinding the Yamato when the game first went open beta and then they went live. This is the ship I grinded for, while everybody else went for the Yamato because. At the time, this ship was a challenge to play because the higher Citadel, the crap accuracy. But prior to the German battleships, this thing was the brawler. This is the thing that went in, took the damage, dished it out, and laughed at everything.
And that's your playstyle to a T, so that works out perfectly for you then.
The only thing I'm missing are my Nurembergs. Like with us knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes. So when we play with Puddin and he's in a German battleship with manual secondaries, he'll always say it.
Nurembergs activated.
There they go. Boom, 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 boom. And it's so funny because there were times when his secondaries wouldn't go off, and I'd be like, "You didn't say it," and he goes, "Nuremberg's activate," and then they started firing. So, anyway, while we wait for a bit, as Puddin's in the kind of the backfield a little bit, we're going to take a look at his setup here. And so we've got military month contributor flag, which makes sense. And I'm seeing only, 3 signal flags.
3, that's all you need.
That's all you need. Okay.
Well, I'm running the bare minimum signal flags because of clan battles. I get paranoid when I get down to 100 flags that I'm running out.
Right.
So, that's the reason you don't see the AA flag. I use that mainly for the AA cruisers I play. Speed flags I actually save for my Japanese destroyers because I feel those need it more than a battleship that does 32 knots.
Gotcha.
I'm running low on the reloaded consumables, but I'm running premium, so I'd get a bigger bonus if I wasn't running the premium, but I'm running premium. Consumables, I also prefer the fighter over a spotter plane. Unlike this Moskva who likes to stay broadside.
Yeah, you're watching. He's reversing at least.
Possibly go wrong because he started too late.
Oh, 15. Can you imagine if you would aim just a little bit to the right, expecting him to reverse? I mean, you never know when they stop, if they're going to move or what, but...
But that's the reason I aimed middle, because
Yeah.
if he's going to reverse, they're going to come in under the guns and get a citadel there, and if he goes forward, well, it's just pray to God he doesn't have the engine module on.
Absolutely, and I see now you're going to try to spank him again, but this time he stops. Looks like he's stopping.
I was kind of hoping he was going to
Yeah.
slide back a little bit further.
Yep. Your second shot there, I would have moved it far more to the left, maybe a full ship length to the left, because he's accelerating now.
It was maybe a rough shot. I mean, I'll give you that.
No worries.
I
So,
was also thinking he might have just decided to park behind the island again, too. Because
right.
at this point, he hasn't shown any sense of brain except for stay at distance and pray for RNG.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. And we see, like you said, you're running premium consumables, which is definitely a good thing. At tier 10, you've got the permanent camo, so you don't have to worry about credit loss really in this. So that's good. And yeah,
well, I got the Missouri, so I don't even run that flag on anything anymore. Because it's like, oh, look, I lost a million credit. Oh, let me just play the Missouri real quick.
right.
Okay, I'm good for the day.
Right. Now, I'm watching you right now, and you are doing a nice job of supporting your Fletcher. Static the Warmonger is also in your clan now, APOC. And I see Rabadu's in the Henry IV, right? Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, we did discuss the basic game plan, and of course, you know me on this map. If I'm closer to C, it's all about supporting C. If I'm closer to A, I like to support A.
Mm-hmm.
With Rob being in a Henry, I treat it like a combo. Just let him go off and do Henry type like stuff. And Humago finds out that I don't like torpedoes, so I'm going to shoot at destroyers.
Nice. Yeah, and that's one thing I see a lot of Battleship players doing wrong is that they're not attacking the destroyers whenever they get spotted. And that was a great example where I mean he had what, like 3,500 HP when he was spotted, and when you shot at him, and you took him out with looked like what, 1 or 2 penetration. So
3 overpens.
3 overpens. I mean,
That's all it took.
yeah. So, you know, I think for me, I get very frustrated when I see a lot of Battleship players that just ignore destroyers that are nearby in favor of something that's farther away that you may or may not do damage to. I mean, you have a tremendous ability to really, really shape the gameplay if you can just take out a destroyer, which is pretty easy with the Montana. So that's awesome.
Oh yeah, but I know at this point, I noticed the gearing dumped his torps. I was taking a big risk going through here, not knowing where the gearing was. But I know I got 1 minute to make it past his channel, and this is one. Static goes, I'm gonna go get him spotted. I'm like,
Perfect.
all right, but remember, you know, his torps are gonna be ready in about a minute. I let him know I got my guns trained. I'm keeping them center, because I don't run expert marksman, so every second counts. So
Gotcha.
I'm trying to anticipate where this guy is at.
And I'm actually really glad that I have you in here because I know you're on voice comms, so all this is stuff that we wouldn't see. Oh my god.
And that is the perfect angle for a destroyer, because I did kind of explain to Zath or correct it. You don't want to see a destroyer broadside because it's guaranteed to be overpens.
Yep.
If they give you any sort of angle, the shell's going to go through and do more damage.
Right, so
And that's where you get those nice pens.
your shell basically went through the rear, went all the way up towards the front, and in the process exploded. So that's
No,
why
but
it did so much damage.
broke his engine and broke the ship.
And you're about to break in Iowa.
Lord said it all. Don't mean you can get broadside stuff.
Wow. So you're at 3 kills now. Clearly your team is doing better, although your Hindenburg's about to die.
Yeah, our Frederick is. Yeah, he's not shooting at targets either because you
No.
can see Rob get a little bit upset.
I see the Donskoy down there too. Is playing the carrier game. It's
Well,
interesting.
I mean, why not?
Yep. So you shot at that bow on Bismarck. You did some pretty decent damage. Looked like to a superstructure upper end.
Oh, of course.
And that Iowa sees you, and I like the Iowa just immediately said nope. He turned around. So now the Bismarck, it's just you and the Bismarck, and then that Shimakaze is going to come in while the Bismarck's too busy looking at you. So
Which
that's
is
awesome.
Why I went broadside is to get his attention to look at me instead of the shimmy torps to
Ooh, nice hit.
potentially kill him or give me the bigger advantage in this fight, which is also the reason why I'm slowing down. I want to keep his attention on me, not the torpedoes.
Right. And see, that's why I enjoy playing with you so much, Puddin, is because you are such a team player that you're willing to do little things here and there that have a huge impact on the game in general, but they don't necessarily get you XP or credits.
It's all about the win.
Whoa, 22k? 21 something? Yeah, alright. And Mr. Do It Missouri finishes him off with the kill secure.
No, that's a kill steal. It's not in a division.
Oh, but you guys are still doing good. The enemy carrier is gone at this point. The enemy team is pretty much all herded to the lower part of C. Now, I was gonna say this is where if you would have had your scout plane might have come in handy, but then the Missouri appears, so you have a target anyway.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to hold my shot to make my turn because I don't want to be broadside.
Yep.
He disappears. I know you get like a 1 or 2 seconds after he disappears of still accuracy bonus, so you know what? Might as well shoot. What's the worst that happens? I miss like this.
Yep. Unfortunately, that does not put you in position to punish his broadside, assuming he continues to turn. Yeah, see, he turns back. So, had you held the fire, you might have gotten some decent penetrations. I don't think you would have gotten a Citadel on him.
Well, the other reason was, if you look where our Missouri is, I was hoping this guy wasn't going to be complete moron, go bow in, and I still would have had a bad angle, but...
Yep. Now, you're choosing to shoot...
the shimmy going, I'm sure he's going to drop torps, so it's try to get the guy's attention.
Right.
And us, not the torpedoes again.
Right. Personally, at this point, I would be aiming at the Moskva. Hey, you turned. Perfect. Read my mind, sir.
But our target, now I just got to figure out what the hell this guy's doing, besides reversing all the way from A.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to keep reversing. I don't know why you're shooting center mass there.
On my screen, the smokestacks looked like he was messing with his throttle, like backwards.
I got it.
Which is why I did that, and then when I noticed, I'm like, God damn it, he's just reversing.
Yeah, oops. But the important thing is, I mean, you recognize that target, and even though your aim is off, I think you're doing the right thing. You're taking advantage of a broadside cruiser and a good shot versus a bow-on Missouri that's probably going to bounce most of your damage.
Well, when you do go bow on, I do aim for the guns because the worst case is I missed the guns getting a superstructure, and we saw how well that worked against the Bismarck.
Right.
But I was taking those shots on that because I wasn't sure if they were going to ram, trying to preserve the health of my Missouri because I'm behind him.
Mm-hmm. Makes perfect sense. And now you're going to punish that Moskva. I believe in you, Puddin. As you turn down C channel, which makes sense. Hey, he's stopping.
I have no idea.
Mm.
I mean, this guy just he pissed me off. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell is he doing? He's doing everything wrong and not being punished.
Yep.
which is why I kind of said, okay, I need to focus on something else because shooting at him is just going to piss me off even more and get me more flustered. I'm going to try to go for something else.
Right.
The reason I went for the Buki over the Iowa is because while this is still extreme ranges, I can still get a Citadel on a cruiser no matter what angle he's at.
Yep.
Unlike the Iowa.
Especially with him ass onto you or butt onto you, you could definitely get a Citadel through the rear. Makes sense. One thing I want to comment on too is you're in voice chat, and I do this too quite a bit when I'm in voice chat, is we completely ignore the team and we don't communicate with them because we're so busy communicating with each other in our division. And I think that might have been an opportunity. Oh no, Robdu went down. That might have been a good opportunity to communicate a little bit more with the team, let them know your intentions, that sort of thing.
Finally got a Citadel again on that jerk.
Yeah, well, he
you
pulled
also
forward.
know my typing skills because everybody who does play with me goes, "Oh God, what's one typing?" or that sounds like angry typing.
Right, but you know, there's also F keys, so you could be targeting things with F3 to call out targets to everybody. To here's what you should be focusing on, like ignore that stupid Bowen, Missouri, or for example, or something. So. There's still ways to communicate that doesn't require a lot of typing, which for you I think would definitely help.
I do use my F keys. It's just you still get the people that just completely ignore you anyways and not realize you know what you're talking about. But
yep,
you know what? The Missouri's in the fight with the other Missouri, and my attitude was, you know what? I'm just gonna let him do him. They ram whatever. I don't have to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't stay on cap because I'm at 4 kills.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, you are. But the other thing too is, I mean, I just love how 16-inch shells just scrape along your side, and suddenly you're not capturing anymore. I mean, it's just like you took 0 damage. You didn't even get any sort of overpen or pen, and the game's like, well, I guess you can't cap now. It's just...
All
right.
What happens when you scratch your paint?
Oh, nice Citadel there. And now you're okay. Good. You're popping your catapult fighter to maybe spot torpedoes. You have to know he fired torpedoes at you, right? So the question is, where did he fire them at you? And there's your Kraken. And there's the torpedoes. Surprised by no one, as you say.
That turn saved my life.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
These shots I take on the Iowa are my last of the game.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hit the end key right now and slow down the game then, because we're at 993, and clearly the battle is won. Putin's gonna come out victorious along with his team, and wow, nice game. 186,000 damage, 5 kills. I mean, you did some work, man.
Oh, I think I had 1.5 potential million, somewhere in the millions damage. So I did take some of them shooting at me, but it's not as high as I like it to be.
Of course. That's awesome. All right, well, hey, sorry, go ahead.
I know, like you say, I'm usually the guy who pushes too early and gets myself in a bad spot when I'm playing by myself, unlike the division. Because trust me, Static was like, no, just support me. I'll watch the destroyers, which is why I was shooting at them, because they can rebalance me a lot faster than any other ship except for the carrier, but it's a tier 8, I was a tier 10, and I go AA build anyways.
Right. Well, and I could definitely tell that there was some good teamwork going on between you and Static and the Fletcher. So that worked out really well. And I just want to point out that both Rabadoo and Static are dead at this point, so you forced them to watch you.
It's nice once in a while instead of me watching them.
Right? So, all right, well, Puddin, I appreciate you being our guest visitor for this, and I'd love to see how things go. To the community, I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for watching. Definitely see some good play here with proper angling, with shooting cruisers and destroyers, and making key plays that will cause a huge difference in the battle. And that's ultimately why he won. So with that, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, all the usual stuff that YouTubers want you to do. And by all means, send me replays. I want to see other games, and I want to continue to help the community out. So thanks a lot, and I'm Puddin'. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for having me.
All right, take care, man. See you guys.